All right, so now it's time to start putting the crown together while the front part is still drying. So, oh yeah, just a little detail. Once you have done putting the glitter onto those parts, sometimes there's glitter that kind of sticks out and it's pretty solid, so it's not gonna fall off. But I mean, if you want it to be a little more perfect, I would just take a little bit of scissor, like a pair of scissors, and just trim it off. See, I mean, here you would see this part sticking out. So I would just, cut it off. That's it. So you kind of apply it to all of your pieces, right? So the reason why we left a sticky side is so that we can more or less glue it to the crown, but we will have the ability of taking it off if by any chance we don't like it, right? So I would start basically where the fur has a stitch. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Yeah, it does. So when the fur has a stitch, I will actually start by putting the first leg on that side. So the way I would do it, I would just kind of eyeball where it is and just stick it like that. Okay. Sticks really easily. There we go. So now that you have that, you can just proceed with doing all 6 of them. Go. And obviously this glue is temporary, so it will not hold on. We'll have to do a couple of adjustments to that. But nevertheless, it works very nicely. There we go. So it's obviously normal there's a space here because the front of the crown is gonna go here, right? For a nice entree. So now that you have the crown, we will have to make sure that all the pieces stay glued. So the way I'm going to decide to do that, we'll take the little Christmas hat that we butchered so much, and I'm just cut out a piece. So this one is approximately, let's see, approximately 2 inches, but I really want just the black part covered, so I would cut 1.5 inches. So just measure, just eyeball it. It again doesn't have to be super perfect. And then just proceed to cutting. There you go. I didn't think the hat could be more butchered than that, but apparently I was wrong. Yeah. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of take off the little pieces that are kind of sticking out that you don't need. So to apply the little piece of Christmas hat onto the inside of the crown, you'll have to flip it around so this part is out. Take your trusty all-purpose glue and just apply a nice long layer of that stuff. You can really go crazy with that because this one will make sure that the whole crown pieces will stick together, right? There we go. We can actually put some out just in case. Go. So I would, again, take my brush and just smoothen it out a little bit. Just a little bit. It really has to be a lot of glue because you want everything to kind of do it this way. And as you see, I glued it there. So now you have to just kind of arrange it so it's even. There you go. So you have the inside actually very nicely layered out. So a trick that I would actually use in order to keep your sides glued in, I'm going to use, you can see it, bobby pins, right? So at parts where you really want everything to stick, I'll just pin it up for security. and just let it dry. Like if a bobby pins actually like really are tight. Alright, so at this point we have our crown. It's more or less dry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish the last piece for the space missing, which is the top of the crown. So pretty. So since it's still bendy, we can allow ourselves to actually stick it. And the way I'm doing it, I'm basically applying a really thick layer in the middle, and the rest I'm leaving off because the sticky part will actually stick to the fur. Okay? So let's do this. There we go. So once you have stuck it, you need to position it upside down this way and actually put something heavy over it. Okay? And let it settle. Alright, so now that the crown has settled and it's basically all pretty much stuck together, the most important part is to not leave it straight and ugly this way, and we're gonna just bend it like that, see? To kind of give it an interesting allure, right? So what we're gonna do with that, for that, is grab another one of these hatties, right? And we're gonna position it on top, right here. So we're gonna be kind of forcing those parts apart. See? Alright, so finally what it gave me is this. I put this hat into the crown in order to get the bending effect of the triangles. And I could have inserted something to actually give it a little angle, see? That way what we're gonna do, we're gonna repaint this with Mod Podge, so it's gonna kind of adapt to this way of standing. Okay, so let's do that. So you basically have to do that to all the parts of the crown. So now that you have your crown ready in position, with all the little pieces kind of bent and smothered and podge, all you have to do is let it settle again. And I guess you would wait for about maybe like overnight, so that really the glue solidifies, and once it's done, it's gonna keep the little bended parts exactly the way you want them to be. Okay? So let's see what it's gonna give us. Alright, so now it's time to remove all those little things from the crown and see the result. So just take them off one by one, slowly releasing all the pressure that we get. Oh, you're a tough one. Why don't you want to get up? There we go. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have a very, very pretty crown. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.